Hello students and welcome to SKT online classes. Today we will continue from where we stopped in the previous class. In the last class or the last video we had completed multinational corporation. Today we will be starting with joint venture. In my previous video only at the end I told you today we will be discussing about the two things, that is joint venture and public private partnership. Now what is joint venture? Now when two companies join together to form a new company, it is joint venture. And what is merger? It is also the same, but there's a difference. Here, both the companies are existing, and for the purpose of making something better, they have come together. Say, for example, the best merger that we see in India is Maruti Suzuki. Maruti is an Indian company that has joint hand with Suzuki. Suzuki is a Japanese company. So both these companies have joined together to make a new company called Maruti Suzuki. Now Maruti Suzuki, I hope we all are aware what Maruti Suzuki does. Maruti Suzuki produces cars. What kind of cars? Like Maruti Alto, Swift Desire, Swift, Baleno is though of Suzuki now being the majority shareholder. Anyway, so Maruti Suzuki is an extreme well example for joint venture. Now, why did Maruti join hands with Suzuki? For what reason? Maruti was an Indian company. They were almost the biggest seller at that time of small car. Cars used to be very big earlier. Ambassador, Hindustan Motors, quite spacious with a big, space for luggage. So that's the reason you have to understand why. Because the technology was not as swift as Suzuki's. Because of certain profitability, better technology, and other things, the features are kept here. So because of these features, they joined together. Those two companies joined together. Now, before we discuss anything else, let us go and discuss the features only. Then the idea of joint venture will be even clearer. Number one, increase resource and capacity. So as Maruti, I had say 100 people working for me. Now with Suzuki coming in, maybe another 100. So 200 people together. So that's what increase resource. I had 5 machines. They had 6 machines. So 11 machines. So you see resources are increasing. Resource is becoming more. Market is increasing. We have another point. But resource is increasing. Not only in terms of labor or machineries or materials, also with the help of technology, ideology. It's not the same. We are also manufacturing car, they are also manufacturing car, but they are different technology, we have different technology. So how exactly the new thing will become that it is the best of this, so together it becomes a very best product. So first is increased resource and capacity. Second is access to new market. Now, Maruti had got the opportunity to operate in Japan, whereas Suzuki got the opportunity to operate in India. Now, India being a hugely populated country, so many people had bought Suzuki, as in Maruti Suzuki cars. So it became so much popular that almost every household once, even till today, Maruti Suzuki holds the maximum share in the automobile sector in India for selling cars. Next, so access to new. So you see so much of new places we are able to come across because of this joint venture. Access to technology. Now, what is the speciality of Maruti? If you think of Maruti, the speciality of Maruti Suzuki cars are fuel efficiency, lightweight. Yes, as far as protection is concerned, there is a big question. But if you think of mileage, if you drive safe, if you think of mileage, the best mileage you will get in Maruti cars. The best service, very, moderate and affordable services you will get. There are so many outlets of Maruti service centers. So why not? So access to new technology, innovation. Now, when two companies join together, they actually produce something innovative and offer to you. Because one company may have good, strong employees background, the other company may have backup of power and technology. So if these two companies join together, some innovation will take place, and those innovative goods you can offer in the market, and you can actually grab the market by providing such products. Next, low cost of production. Now, as I just now told about innovation, so what happens if these products are properly innovated and they are produced in a large scale, as the demand will also increase. So if it can be produced in a large scale, you will be able to achieve economies of scale. That means per unit cost for as in unit cost of per product will decrease. So since unit cost of per product will decrease, we will be able to achieve low cost of production. And the last is established brand name. Now the brand name will also become bigger, because Suzuki was a popular name in Japan and countries beside it. Maruti was a big name in front of India and other countries. So when it becomes Maruti Suzuki, apart from these countries, it will even go and spread further, and there will be a good brand name. So that is how we discuss and develop joint venture. So when two companies discuss the terms, they decide what products they will innovate, they come up with joint venture. And this joint venture is very much common around us. So tell me in the comment section, how many joint venture are you aware of? Can you, how many names can you give me, the name of the companies? I'll be waiting eagerly for new names so that I can discuss in my coming videos. All right. Next we have public-private partnership. Now, public-private partnership. Now, very much clear. Public and private partnership. Now, this is a temporary partnership. It can be permanent or temporary, we can say, because for a time being, till when you want to. After a point of time, you may again get separate, like Hero Honda. Once Hero was separate, Honda was separate, then Hero Honda, then again Hero separate, Honda separate. So there is no permanency, but here public-private partnership, even this is not permanent. But when will a public company make a when will a public company make a private company their partners? When they cannot operate themselves. When they know that the challenge is such, we cannot do it because we are not specialized in it, that time they will go for it. So public-private partnership is a partnership between the private sector along with the public sector. So now the features of private-public partnership are as follows. Number one, you see contract between a private and a public sector. Now, of course, this is a contract between private and public sector. When a private sector makes a contract with a public enterprise, or when a public enterprise makes a contract with a private sector, it is a contract of public-private partnership. Next, cost of using service. Now, what is the cost of using such a service? Sometimes the taxpayers are bearing the cost. Sometimes the users of such services are bearing the cost. Say for example, today I am traveling in Delhi Metro. Delhi Metro is an example of public-private partnership. Now suppose I am traveling in that metro. Now I have to pay the money. Who am I? I am one of the users of this public-private partnership product. I am the user, so I am going to pay for it. But if it is something doing with the infrastructure or something, then the government is going to spend the money, not we the users. We are using flyover. For flyover, do we pay money? No, we don't pay money. Sometimes it can be the flyover can be developed by the private-public partnership. So are we paying any money to get into the flyover? No. So that is completely borne by the government. So this is the thing. Next, provision of capital subsidy. Now sometimes in certain projects, government do provide some subsidy. Now the subsidy can be in the form of capital cost. Say during the entire production, whatever cost will be borne, the government gives some subsidy, government provides some aid. Or it can be from the point of view of revenue. Like in the first few years, we do not have to pay some taxes. We will be levied from paying certain taxes in the first few years. So these kind of subsidies we get from the government. So that's the reason, provision for capital subsidy. Then next is pertaining to high priority projects. So just now I told you about Delhi metro station, as in Delhi Metro. That was a private-public partnership. So high priority projects. It's not that a small project anybody will take up. So it's not like that. It is high priority projects. So only projects which have high priority. Such projects are met by this. Even I can give you an example like I believe the Calcutta metro station, the newly one, is also a public-private partnership between the metros and the Larsen and Toubro. Next is sharing of revenue. Now, of course, a private company will definitely have its share of profits with the public sector. Whatever revenue will be on, it will be shared as per the terms of agreement. And the last point is problem with PPP. What is the main problem? The main problem is the amount that you are getting from the private investors is actually a very it's actually consisting a very high rate of interest. The interest rate on those finances which you are getting from the public is very high. So it is more than the government bonds interest. So there becomes a problem. So this is one of the biggest problem. So sometimes government have to bear those losses which comes as a difference between the two. So the privates are actually raising money to fund the projects, and they are getting that extra interest which are to be borne by the government. The government is bearing the interest and the losses. So with this, we come to an end to the public-private partnership. Though it is not that important, consisting of few features, it's not that important as compared to the other public sectors and the joint venture and global enterprise, but still you have to understand all the points. Now, whichever point you don't understand, if you want me to give any other explanation or any other kind of example to make you understand, you please put like feature public-private partnership feature 2, feature 4, like this way you mention in the comment section so that I understand and I can get back to you. And please provide me with any informative things, suppose which will be relatable to the topic, definitely in the comment section. So this will be the end of this entire chapter, public-private global enterprises. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel, press the like button, share the video to others, and thank you everyone.